Okay, this is our second check-in. Um, I thought I thought really I should to start with getting the weight conversation out of the way because it feels like it's been the only really negative thing about this week. If I show you my chart, if you can see that. So this I sort of started just maybe about a week before I started with you when I started paying attention and tracking my weight and so on. And I got a nice sort of drop going down here. And this is about the point at which I started working with you, and then there was a following drop. Then I had my tattoo here, and it started to climb from there, and I got really panicky about it. Assumed it was the sort of inflammation from the tattoo, but as you could see from there, it really hasn't. It hasn't climbed, but it's also not dropped back, which is what I hoped it might do if it was all about inflammation. Um, so I don't know. I feel a bit. It's not as if weight is my goal by any means, but I do kind of feel as if you had sort of suggested that a goal for the first month might be to lose £10. So I kind of feel bad about that in that I don't know that it's not happening. Um, I don't really want to dwell on it just because everything else is going very, very well. So, um, like I feel there's a really good level of consistency, which for me is a bit of which has been a failing in the past, I would say, where I kind of do things a bit, pause a bit, start again. But this last 2 weeks has been really good consistency in terms of things like hitting my steps, hitting the macros, and getting all 4 training sessions in. So, in terms of like the wins for the week, that's what I've said. 4 sessions in. It's been a funny week. What with the tattoo and then having a weekend away. But I've got all those in. Um, I'm sure that this is going to take effect in terms of physique changes, and like the weight will have to follow as a result of that. In terms of the training week, the the squat session and the Romanian deadlift was much improved. I didn't feel the pain. I felt fresh. Um, I had thought I was able to do the whole session without really feeling like my legs were dropping off. But next day I really felt it. So it was obviously doing something. I brought my knee strap out, and I didn't have any pain with my knee, so that was a good thing. Um, Nutrition. I was pleased that I towed the line despite weight going in the wrong direction and making me a bit glum. Um, I did have a slip on Thursday. I went out for a drink with the badminton crew, which we don't normally do, and I just sort of completely forgot what I was doing, and I mean it wasn't way off. You'll be able to see anyway. Um, and of course the weekend away was challenging, so we went to Leeds for the weekend and stayed over in a hotel. That's always a bit tricky just to kind of monitor, but I was very focused on what I was doing. The Saturday, I think it was the Saturday we arrived. I made sure we just ate out in chains really, so I could check the nutritional info and see exactly what I was having. So I stuck to plan then. The next day we were eating with friends, which is obviously a little bit harder in terms of um, being knowing exactly what you're having, but I did my best there as well. Um, and in terms of weight this morning, there was no gain, which there usually is when I go away for a weekend. Um, Appetite levels similar to last week. I do have to focus hard to stick to the macros. I imagine most people do, but it is doable. It doesn't leave me panicked with hunger, um, but I do really do have to pay attention to um, not go off track. Physique changes. I put nothing noticeable, and then I've just had a shower, and I noticed that I did actually have my belt on a lower notch quite comfortably. So maybe there's something going on there. General mood's been good. Energy, um, energy, I think is fine as well. I mean, it's been a full on week still again, but we did have a weekend away, and that was kind of nice for relaxing. Um, sleep, sleep hasn't been great. As I mentioned before, I have this sleeve done, and it just makes it very difficult to sleep because this is the side I want to sleep on. And I have just had another session today, so I've got a few more days of disturbed sleep ahead of me. So, in terms of anything outside that's impacted the week, well, I'm going on about that weight gain again, um, then being away for Leeds, which we've discussed. So, I mean, overall, I'm really happy. I enjoy the program, and I feel like I'm behaving myself. So, thank you.